If you want to make a lot of money in crypto with DeFi this bull market, you have to understand slippage. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about slippage and why it's so important. This one's going to be a little more boring, but it's something you have to know. You must understand how slippage works. We're going to be doing a lot of reading, but this should be a more of an educational video and something that you need to watch if you want to participate in DeFi and not get fucked. Okay, let's go over it. So first of all, shout out Shrimpy Academy. We're going to be doing a lot of reading, and let's hop into it. So what is slippage? How to avoid slippage on DeFi exchanges? Well, there's ways to avoid it, but also sometimes it can't be avoided, and you just must understand what it is. So what is slippage? Slippage is the price difference between when you submit a transaction and when the transaction is confirmed on the blockchain. Two scenarios create slippage when trading on a DEX. So let's cover them. First, I'm going to show you an example, a picture example of what this kind of looks like. As you can see here, this is, it says you place a sell order at this low. So the order went in. You could think of this as, let's just say we're trading Ethereum. This is the Ethereum chart. Whatever. Actually, not Ethereum, but, some random shitcoin. You placed your order here, but your order actually got filled on the blockchain down here. So there is the slippage. On your screen, you saw up here, you were going to get the order at a certain price, but in reality, you got it down here because that's when the transaction actually got confirmed on the blockchain. This is how slippage works. And the less liquid the token is, the more slippage there's going to be. That's why with Bitcoin, you don't really see this a lot, and why people who are coming from these large altcoins and then moving to trying to trade shitcoins, they come in and they're like, what the fuck's going on? Because they didn't understand slippage, which is why we're covering it today. Now let's go back to this. Price slippage caused by high trading volume. So this is kind of, more from an ETH-centric standpoint. And I know a lot of you guys who are watching this video from the ICP community, so take a look at this. To use a concrete example, think of swapping Ethereum for Uni on Uniswap. When you connect to the Uniswap app and populate the fields with your trade, the swap interface tells you how many Uni tokens you'll receive for the amount in ETH. So as you can see here, the person's trying to put in 1 ETH, and they will receive 122 Uni. And the screenshot above, you can expect roughly 122 Uni tokens for 1 ETH if you swap right away. Now, why is the last point in bold? Because of slippage. You see, decentralized exchanges are all hosted on blockchains like Ethereum, BSC, Solana, Internet Computer, and so on. The point is there's a lag time between when you confirm the transaction and when the blockchain confirms the transaction. So when you click on the app or whatever swap, that's not confirming it on the blockchain. There's a time difference between you clicking that button and swapping and what's actually happening on the blockchain. Between those two confirmations, the price of the asset can change a little or a lot. And with highly liquid shitcoins, it's going to change a lot. And then with very liquid coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, it's going to change a little. Most of the time, slippage has a tiny impact on price. Taking the Uniswap example above, perhaps the app quotes you at 122 Uni tokens, but you end up with 121, or if you're lucky, more than the quoted swap. But when the market for a particular cryptocurrency is hot, there's tons of trading action, slippage becomes more pronounced. Instead of receiving 122 Uni tokens, you might get 118. That's another thing. As, if something's extremely volatile, there will be more slippage. A combination of illiquid coin, aka like shitcoins, and volatility equals tons of slippage. And also, you must understand how a project's tokenomics work. That can affect the slippage as well. But now let's talk about price slippage caused by low liquidity. Decentralized exchanges are really just protocols that crowdsource liquidity and provide smart contracts that enable users to trade with that liquidity. For the internet computer, it would be canisters. The liquidity in decentralized exchanges is held in liquidity pools. Each pool has a 50-50 split of 2 crypto assets. When you trade on a DEX, you're effectively depositing 1 token in the pool and withdrawing another. The larger your trade or the more overall trading volume with the pool, the more liquidity in the pool becomes imbalanced and creates price slippage. For instance, if you want to swap 10,000 ETH for Uni, the price per Uni token will rise relatively to the quoted price, depending on how much liquidity the pool holds. I think this is, isn't too complicated of a subject. The less liquid in the pool, the more your trade will be impacted by slippage. Slippage can be really annoying. All right, my camera died, so we're just going to keep going. How to avoid decentralized exchange slippage. Remember that price slippage happens in the moment between when you confirm a transaction and when said transaction confirms on the blockchain. If the blockchain is backed up with tons of transactions, miners prioritize and process the transactions paying the most gas. From the simple fact, follow a few remarkable effective ways to reduce slippage. So obviously on this one it says use more gas, which for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to go over everything, even though I know a lot of you guys are from ICP and, you know, ICP's gasless. In case you're not from the ICP community, we're just going to go over everything. Use more gas. Getting hit with slippage is common when block space is scarce, and everyone is trying to get their transaction processed. If you use lower standard amounts of gas during these times, your Uniswap trade may be stuck and pending for hours. That's why I fucking hate Ethereum. The longer transaction is stuck with processing mode, the more prices can change, potentially leaving you with fewer tokens in return. To avoid scenarios like this, bump up the gas on your transaction. So the more gas fee you use on like something like Ethereum, the better chance you'll get, you know, not fucked as bad. You don't have to overdo it and double the high gas amount, but it doesn't hurt to at least match the current vast gas fee. Two invaluable resources when trying to figure out how much gas to pay are Etherscan Gas Track, ETH Gas. Now, another option is you can trade on layer 2. So if you're on Ethereum and, you know, it's fucking sucking, then you can go to a layer 2 like Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, etc. Now, this is a big part. Adjust slippage to tolerance levels. So on pretty much every DEX, including the ones on ICP, like ICP Swap, Sonic, etc., you can change your slippage. So most decentralized exchanges give you the option to adjust slippage tolerance. You can increase or decrease your slippage tolerance percentage for different situations to make sure your transaction gets picked up. And this is very key. You need to understand what project you're fucking with, okay? For some projects, there's not going to be as much slippage. For others, there will be more. I've made that pretty clear in this video. Uniswap lets you easily adjust your slippage by clicking the settings symbol on the swap interface, as you can see here. If you're trading during the peak time for a given market, expect slippage to swing fairly dramatically. If you bet your slippage tolerance too low, your transaction won't get confirmed because it keeps hitting outside your mark. On the other hand, setting your slippage tolerance too high might leave you susceptible to paying more per token than you intended. The amount of slippage tolerance that's right for you is highly personal and depends on your larger strategy. Once again, you have to understand what you're fucking with in DeFi. Don't do anything stupid. Something to keep in mind is if your slippage is set too low. It can cause repeated failed transactions that still eat your gas. So be mindful ensuring your transaction works the first time, especially if the exchange is busy. And then bonus tip, break up large buys into smaller chunks. But I think in this video, you know, we covered it, and this is not too difficult to understand. You place an order, and then it gets confirmed at on the blockchain at a certain time. The time you place the order and the time it confirms on the blockchain are not the same. Of course, depending on the blockchain, that could happen, you know, faster or slower. With Ethereum, things are slow. With ICP, things are fast. With Solana, things are fast. And also, you have to understand the tokenomics, how that can impact. Is there a burn on the token? What's going on? And you must understand what slippage you're playing around with. How liquid is the token? How much liquidity is there? Is it volatile right now? There's a lot of factors that go into these things, okay? And this is where a lot of people get fucked up at the beginning because they get really confused and they swap and they're like, wait, why are my tokens worth less than what I submitted for, blah, blah, blah. You got to understand DeFi before you start fucking around with it. But yeah, guys, I just want to kind of give a brief overview and a quick, you know, simple breakdown of what slippage is. I hope you guys found this really, really important because I believe this is super important to know when fucking with DeFi. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to go follow me on X, hit up all my socials and everything. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching.